Om Shan. 16/4/2021. Morning Murli. Essence. Sweet children, remember Alpha and Beta and you will become very entertaining. Father is entertaining and so his children too should be entertaining. Question. Why is everyone attached to the images of the deities? What special virtue do they have? Answer. Deities are very entertaining and pure. Because of their entertaining nature, their images attract everyone a great deal. Special virtue that deities have is purity, and it is because of the virtue that impure human beings bow down to the idols of them. Only those who all have the divine virtues are entertaining and remain constantly happy. Om Shanti. The meeting of souls in the Supreme Soul is so wonderful. All of you are children of such an unlimited Father, and so how entertaining the children should also be. Daddies are entertaining, are they not? However, the kingdom is very big. Not everyone can be entertaining to the same extent, but some children are definitely very entertaining. Who can be entertaining? Those who remain constantly happy and have divine virtues. Radhi and Krishna are very entertaining. Are they not? They are. They have a lot of attraction. What attraction? That of purity because of their soul and bodies. And both pure. Impure souls are attached to pure souls. They bow down at the feet. Pure souls have so much strength. Even sannyasis definitely bow down in front of a deity image. Although some people are very acrogrant, they have definitely bowed down in front of the deity images and in front of Shiva. They even bow down in front of image of a goddesses. The father is entertaining and deities. The father created are also entertaining. They have the attraction of purity, the attraction of the countries to attract everyone even today. If you think that you are becoming like Lakshmi and Narayana, you should have as much attraction as they have. Your attraction of this time becomes imperishable. Not everyone's attraction is imperishable, it is number wise. Those who are to gain a high status in the future would have that attraction that because their souls are becoming pure. Those of who specially stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance have a lot of attraction. Purity is definitely observed on a pilgrimage. There is attraction in purity, also brings that attraction to your study. You understand that at this time you know his occupation. They too would have remembered the father so much. The kingdom they receive must definitely have been received by them. Studying Raj Yoga, you have come here at this time to gain a high status. The father sits here and teaches you the Raj Yoga. You come here having made this faith fit. He is the same Father and He is also our teacher. He's also take us back with Him. You should always have these virtues and remain constant, careful. Only when you say in the remember of Alpha and Father can you remain constantly cheerful. You'll remember then also be able to remember Beta and you will have very entertaining. Your children know that you'll become entertaining here and you will also be entertaining in the future. The study of this time will take you to the land of unbelief, immorality. That true Baba is enabling you to learn a true income. This true income will go with you for 21 births. Later, whatever you earn on the path of devotion is for temporary happiness. It will not go with you for all time. Your children should remain very cautious in this study. You are simple and the one who teaches you is also in a very simple form. Therefore, those who are studying should also remain simple. Otherwise, they would be embarrassed. How can we wear expensive clothes? Our mama and baba are so simple, and so we will also remain simple. Why do they remain so simple? Because they are in a state of a simplicity. You know, you now have to return home. No one here gets married. When a couple are about to get married, the girl remains in a state of simplicity. She wears old clothes and rubs oil on her body because she is going in her in-laws' home. She becomes engaged through the Brahmin agent. You too have to go to your law's home. You have to go from the land of Ravan to the land of Rama. That is to the land of Vishnu. The system of being in a state of simplicity is followed so that there won't be any kind of ignorance of the body or clothes. If someone has a cheap sari and sees that another person has a very good sari, she would have thoughts about it. She would think that person is not in a state of simplicity. However, when you remain in a state of simplicity and give someone this elevated knowledge with elevated intoxication, the arrow will strike the target. If anyone comes in front of you when you are washing dishes or clothes, you can immediately remind him of Alpha. When you have intoxication and you sit and give the knowledge to others while in the simple clothes, they will also be amazed that you have such elevated knowledge. This is the knowledge of a Gita given by God. Raj Yoga is the knowledge of the Gita. Do you know how do you have such intoxication? Baba gives his own example. For instance, when I am playing a game with the children and students come in front of me, I immediately give him the father's introduction. Because of the strength and power of yoga, that person will stand there and wonder at one is so simple, and yet who has so much power he won't be able to say anything. No words will emerge from his lips, just as you go beyond sound, in the same way he will also go beyond. You have you should have this intoxication within you. When any brother sister comes, make him or her stand there and give them the directions to make them into the masters of the world. You should have the intoxication inside you. You should be stable in your deep love. Love of this. Baba always says you have knowledge, but there isn't that power of yoga. By maintaining purity and staying in remembrance, you develop power. You become pure through the pilgrimage of remembrance. You receive strength. Knowledge is the matter of wealth. After studying and becoming an MA or a BA, you receive a salary accordingly. It is a different matter there. The incident yoga of Bharat is very long, well known. This is remembrance that the Father is Almighty authority and you children receive power from the Father. Children should be aware internally that you are the souls and children of Baba. However, you are not as pure as Baba. You now have to become that. This is your aim and objective. You become pure through yoga, very special, beloved children. Would have these thoughts throughout the day. When any people come, show them the path and have mercy for them. Because those poor, helpless people are blind. Blind one use a stick to guide themselves. All of those people are blind. They got have the eye of knowledge. Each one of you have now received a third eye of knowledge, and you know everything. We know the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole world at this time. All of those matters belong to the path of devotion. Did you know previously hear no evil, see no evil? Why were those images created? No one in the world understands the meaning of that. You now understand it. Just as a father is knowledgeful, so you, his children, are also becoming knowledgeful. Number wise, according to the effort you make, some children become very intoxicated. Wow. If you become child of Baba but don't come your full inheritance from Baba, what have you been doing since becoming his child? Examining your chart every night. Baba is the businessman. Businessmen find it easy to keep their accounts. Government servants neither know how to keep accounts nor know how to make deals. Businessmen understand this very well. You are businessmen. You can understand your profit and loss. Check your accounts every day. Look after your accounts. See whether you are making a profit or a loss. You are businessmen, are you not? It is remembered that Baba is the businessman and the jewel merchant. He makes deal with imperishable jewels of knowledge. You also understand this number wise. According to the effort you make, not everyone has a strength ingredient. Listen through one ear and let it out through the other. It flows away from a hole in their aprons. They are unable to fill their aprons. The father says wealth never diminishes. By your donating it, these are not imperishable jewels of the knowledge. The Father is Roop and Vasant. He is the soul and he has the knowledge of him in him. You, his children, are also Roop and Basant. All the children is recorded in the soul. All the knowledge is recorded in the soul. He too has a form, even though the soul is so tiny. He does have a form, does he not? Just as the soul he is realized, so the supreme soul can also be released. People worship the Lord of Nectar, but how could they worship such a tiny star? They create so many lingams in order to worship him. They make Shivlingas as high the roof. In fact, he's tiny, but his statue so elevated. The father also told you in the previous cycle that no one can attain anything by doing tapasya or having sacrifice of fires. They continue to come down by doing all of those things. They continue to come down the ladder for you. It is not the stage of extent. You Brahmins are number one genies. There is the story of a gene who said that he would sell everyone if he wasn't give some work to do. So he was given the work of going up and down a ladder. Therefore he was given something to do. Baba has told you you come down the unlimited ladder and then you climb it. Only you come down the ladder fully and then climb to the top of it. You are genies. No one else climbs the ladder fully. You come such a high status by receiving the full knowledge of the whole ladder. You then come down again and then climb up it again. The father says, I am your father. You call me the purifier. I am the almighty authority because my soul is 100% pure. I, the point of I am the authority, I know all the secrets of the scriptures. This is such a wonder. All of this knowledge is so wonderful. You would never have heard that a knowledge has imperishable part of 84 parts recorded in him and that it can never be erased. He continues to play it all the time. The cycle of 84 births continues to turn. A soul is filled with a record of 84 births. Such a tiny soul has so much knowledge. Baba has this knowledge, and you children also have it. You play such huge parts, these parts will never be erased. A soul cannot be seen with these eyes. It is just a point. Baba says, I too am a point like that. You children understand this now. You are unlimited training camps and Raj Rishis. You should have so much intoxication. Raj Rishis remain completely pure. Raj Rishis are those who belong to the sun and moon dynasties but attend their kingdom here. Just as you are now doing, your children understand that you are now about to leave. You are sitting in the steamer of a boatman. You also know that this is the most auspicious conflict age. You definitely have to go from the old world to the new world. We are the land for peace. This should constantly remain in the intellects of you children. When you were in the golden age, there was no other country. There was only one kingdom. We are now claiming our kingdom. No one can attend it with physical power. This is the unlimited drama. The play is precedent. The father gives the explanation of this play. He tells you the history geography of the world from the beginning. You understand the secret of the suitable region and the incorporeal world very clearly. Clearly, they had their kingdom in the corporeal world, that is used. It used to be our kingdom. You have also recalled how you came down the ladder. The play of going up and down the ladder is in the intellects of you children. It is now in the intellects how world's history geography repeat. We play the part of hero and heroines in this. We become defeated and then become victorious. This is why we are called the heroes and heroines. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharna. You are now in a state of simplicity, therefore, you have to remain very simple. There should not be the slightest ignorance of your body or clothes. While doing everything, you should have evaded intoxication by having remembrance of the Father. Second, your unlimited dreaming pipis and Raj rishis remain in the intoxication and become pure, become full of the wealth of the knowledge and donate it, become true businessmen and keep a chart of the remembrance. Blessing. May you be a mysterious jewel who creates the right atmosphere with your searchlight and remembrance. May you be the victorious jewel who creates the right atmosphere with your searchlight of remembrance. Serviceable souls always have a tilak applied on their foreheads. However, whichever place you are going to serve first cast a searchlight of enlightenment on the place in advance. Such an atmosphere will be created by the searchlight of remembrance that all souls will easily come close. You will then achieve 1000-fold success in a very short time. For this, have the determination of being victorious jewels and see how the victory is marched in every action of yours. Slogan. Any service that disturbs you or others is not service but a burden. Any service that disturbs you or other is not service but a burden. Om Shanti.